you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel,
भाई दिल से बुरा लगता है।
please subscribe and don't forget to press bell icon to get instant updates. Rama Sethu and Dr. Subramanian Swamy, the savior of Rama Sethu. To know how did Dr. Subramanian Swamy save the Rama Sethu from demolition, continue watching this video till the end. The history of Rama Sethu goes back to Treta Yuga, when Shri Rama came to forest to complete his Vanavasa to follow his father's order. Sita, wife of Shri Rama, was captured by Ravana, who was the ruler of Lanka. Shri Rama had to go to Lanka to defeat Ravana to get Sita back. But the problem was to cross the ocean. So, Shri Rama with his Vanara Sena starts worshipping Samudradev and continues for 3 days. Even after worshipping for 3 days, Samudradev do not appear. So, Shri Rama takes his bow and activates Brahmastra to dry up the ocean so that his army could easily attack Lanka. But from the fear of Brahmastra, Samudradev appears and requests Shri Ram to forgive him. He also suggests Shri Ram to build the bridge from the help of Nal and Nir, who had vast knowledge on architecture. Hence, under the supervision of Nal and Nir, Rama Sethu was built to attack Lanka by Shri Rama. But till now, Rama Sethu would have been not there if there was no intervention of Swami in the matter. Majority of the people are still unaware in our country about the unprecedented contribution of Dr. Subramanian Swamy in protecting Shri Rama Sethu, which the then UPA government was hell-bent on demolishing. The Sethu Samudram Canal Project (SSCP) recommends cutting a shipping channel across the narrow strip of land to connect the Gulf of Mannar and the Parkway with the object of providing a shortcut for ocean-going ships plying between the west coast of India and the east coast. The Government of India constituted 9 committees before independence and 5 committees since then to suggest ailments for SSCP. Most of them suggested land-based passages across Rameswaram Island and none recommended ailment across Rama Sethu. The Sethu Samudram Project Committee in 1956 also strongly recommended to the Union government to use land passages instead of cutting Rama Sethu because of the several advantages of land passage. In 2005, the Government of India led by UPA approved a multi-million-dollar SSCP that aims to create a ship canal across the Park Strait by dredging the shallow ocean floor near Dhanushkodi. The DMK, under the leadership of Karunanidhi, got the central's approval to build a huge shipyard in the Ram Sethu region, saying it will shorten the distance for ships. SSCP was opposed by many Hindu organizations like RSS, Vishwa Hindu Parishad, etc. It was in the year 2007, then late Vishwa Hindu Parishad President Ashok Singhal requested Dr. Subramanian Swamy to stop the Sethu Samudram project and save the historical monument of India. It was Shri Rama's will alone that made Dr. Subramanian Swamy to take up the case a day before Rama Sethu was all set to be broken under SSCP. RDX explosive was ready to burst a portion of Rama Sethu the very next day. With only a day left, Dr. Swamy's petition came up for hearing against SSCP. KG Balakrishnan was Chief Justice in office. On the day of hearing, CJI had to leave urgently for a foreign trip. With CJI bench not working, petition would have become infructuous as Dr. Swamy's prayer was to put a stay on demolition of Sethu, and the government should consider other routes instead of straight away demolishing the legendary structure. At this crucial moment, Dr. Swamy approached Justice B.N. Agarwal, who upon seeing Dr. Swamy asked why he had come to the court with no petition pending. Smart as always, Dr. Swamy said Supreme Court of India doesn't have Chief Justice present and he had a prayer listed before CJI. If it's not heard, petition would become infructuous. Dr. Swamy immediately prayed that matter should be heard on that day itself, as any further delay doesn't serve the purpose. Justice Agarwal fixed the hearing at 2 p.m. and the then Additional Solicitor General Gopal Subramanian rushed towards the court, hearing that Dr. Swamy was pressing for stay and court had given immediate hearing. What Karunanidhi planned was, even before Dr. Swamy approached the Supreme Court, if he gets clearance to start the project, then he can immediately destroy the Rama Setu, after which the Supreme Court can do nothing. So he got dredging machines worth rupees 30 crores to start the work. But it is said that twice the dredging machine which were supposed to clear the Rama Setu were broken in the sea, and many people backed off from the project considering bad omen. When the hearing started, Dr. Swamy argued that the government of India hasn't considered other routes, and also faith of millions of Hindus was involved in the matter. Dr. Swamy recalls that the judge has questioned him whether Dr. Swamy goes to Rama Setu every day to worship Lord Rama, for which Dr. Swamy had given a befitting reply, saying that I worship Surya Deva every day, but I do not go to him. Justice Agarwal questioned the government whether it has planned to demolish without considering other routes. Gopal Subramanian was going round about answering that while government will be mindful of faith and at the same will take precautions to ensure that demolition doesn't take place. Upon being convinced about this ill thought out plan, Justice Agarwal granted immediate stay against demolition of Rama Setu. Dr. Swamy emerged victorious among those crucial moments, and thus demolition was stayed. But Karunanidhi of Tamil Nadu came up with this Indo-phobic statement saying, "Who is this Ram? From which engineering college did he graduate? Is there any proof for this?" The very next day, when Karunanidhi was admitted to Ramachandra Hospital on accounts of ill health, Swamy, with his quick wit, took a hilarious take on the situation and called Karunanidhi asking whether Lord Rama studied MBBS. After government withdrew its affidavit stating Lord Rama as mythological, an interim order dating 31/8/2007 had been passed directing that the dredging activity may be carried out, but the alleged Rama Setu shall not be damaged in any manner. Supreme Court also stated in its judgment that the said interim order shall continue to operate. Hence, Dr. Subramanian Swamy removed the danger of Rama Setu's demolition by getting a permanent stay. In 2014, after NDA had came into power in the central, it assured that no project affecting to integrity of Rama Setu will be approved. But the demand of Dr. Swamy of declaring Rama Setu as national heritage is still not done by the NDA government. This is how Dr. Subramanian Swamy has saved Shri Rama Sethu from destruction. While Dr. Swamy has done this great work, it's our duty to do a small effort either by sharing this in your social media or writing post to declare Shri Rama Sethu as national heritage by tagging Prime Minister. Let's join together to make Shri Rama Sethu a national heritage. Coming with an interesting topic in my next video. Thank you.